Okay, y'all, this is the design that I came up with for this console table. Now, we all know what I went through to find the right console table, and I sure did. Okay, so the way that I styled it the first time is I had it very minimalistic. Okay, so this is how I added some more flair to it because let's say we're styling it for fall. So I'm going to show you how to elegantly style a piece for fall without using any pumpkins, right? Guys, I am not a hater of pumpkins. I have about two or three. The one that I love the most, it broke on my move, and I just haven't pulled none out since then, because if I was going to pull any out, it would have been that one. Okay. And I prefer to go with the bigger pieces versus the little trinkets, right? So how did I style this for fall? I started to add a little bit more to it, to the piece, to bring that fall vibe in. And this is what makes my room feel very cozy along with the bed, right? I add so many layers to my bed. It would only be fair if I add some layers to this as well. Okay, so let's get started with how I started to layer this. So the first thing that I did is I wanted to create this really wild looking but flat, because my TV's here, arrangement, right? I got these branches from Amazon, and the leaves, they have like a hint of burgundy. We know that burgundy is really trending right now. And what I really like different about these is they had some little blossoms on them. Yes, we're going into fall and ain't no blossoms, but in my room, in my spaces, I'm always blossoming, child. So that's what I did here. And what I did to tie in the green I have on the bed is I put it in this really nice green vase. And I think I got this vase from Target. I got this from Target probably about 2 years ago. Okay. And I just styled it on top of some books. Now, the books that I use to style this on, which I really think work, is books that are the same color of the console, right? So I toned this down because this is a lot. This is a lot going on right here, right? So you want to tone it down. If I had put some black books on here under this, it would have looked very much like completely different than what it looks like right now. Okay, let's move on to, let's like do this side and then we'll go to the other side. So on this side, I also added some more books. So the majority of my styling that I was doing to give me these different levels of height is I use books. I use this decorative bowl. I think you've been seeing this bowl a lot on YouTube, but I got this one from Ross, believe it or not. I think it was like $10 or less, $10.99. Now, this is my second one, right? The first one that I purchased, when my daughter was opening the trunk of my car, it fell out and it broke. And I was like, oh my gosh, I will never find another one. And I decided to go on the hunt because why I love this one, not because just the look of it, but the color. I love this warm taupe color that it is versus the others that you're seeing are very cream, off-white in color. I love that this is this darker taupe color. So before I had it styled on only this book, and let me move that book, this black book, and you see the difference. Do you see the difference? The difference, like these are the same color. It's not, it doesn't, this don't look as well. But when you add that black book, when you add this black book on the top of it, do you see what it does to this bowl? You see the difference? So you have to be intentional. Sometimes you do stuff. Sometimes I see stuff on YouTube and I am like, just add that, just no, move that one over there. That's how I am, right? I'm like, move it, no, move it. And then they're like, oh, I don't like how it looks. And they take the whole thing. And I'm like, girl, all you had to do was move that one over there. So this is just an easy idea. It gives it the height that I need it to give. I don't need it too high, but I also don't need it too flat. Why? Because we're coming in with this beauty right here. So this is a candlestick holder that I've had for probably 3 years now. And what I did is I got me some black candlesticks to go in it. Now, What I like about these candlesticks is they're not a jet black. They're more of a gunmetal type of a black, right? And this gave the height that I needed going on over here on this side, which is going to help balance everything else off. So let's go on the opposite side, and we're going to see how this balances everything else off. Okay, guys, so you can see what I did right here. Remember, this was over on that side. But for some reason, when I had it over there this time with this styling, it did not look right. So when I moved it, I took it off completely, but then I moved it and I put it right here. And I was like, well, looky here. So always play around with things. But because this gives me some height on this side, it balances everything else off, right? And then I just came in with some more books right here. These books, I decided to go a little bit larger with these books. And I just decided to just add this little accessory with this color and texture going on here. Just add that on top of that to just give it some nice decor. If I want, I can turn it on the side like that. I can turn it like that, but I like it like this, right? Because it blends into the wall and it make it look like it doesn't have much going on, right? So that is how I decided to style this console table, and I think it turned out real pretty, and I just love how it looks. I look over here at it and I'm like, yeah, I'm not a maximalist and I like to design with little, but I think because we have all of the different layers and stuff going on, and we have so many neutrals going on right here, that's why I think it works, and I think it's still minimal, okay, because of all the neutrals that we have going on. And you see how all of this layering that I did right here, how it plays on into the bed. Okay, so the next piece that I also went and I added to the space is I added this really comfy lounge chair that is a beauty. If you have not seen the video where I put this together, that will be over on Jag by Design. But I love how this chair is, and I have been using the heck out of it. Let's go and check out the chair that I added to my space. Okay, guys, so this is the piece that I added to my space. I have been using her, okay? This is a beautiful piece. I did find this on Amazon, guys. Believe it or not, she's under $130, and she was not that hard to put together. I would say you might need 2 people to put it together, but it was only probably about 4 pieces. Some of the holes didn't meet, but that's typical on these pieces when you have to put them together. But for the price and for the piece, I think that it was an amazing buy. I do use it so much. I sit over here because I don't like laying up in the bed. So this is the new addition to my room. It fits really well over here in this corner. I like that the ottoman can tuck right under it and be out of the way if I need it to be, but I use the ottoman a lot. So this is the next comfy piece that I did add to the space that just really tied everything together because I wanted to add that extra layer of comfort to my room. Over here looked very empty, and I always wanted to put a piece over here, but I couldn't find the right piece, and now I have the right piece. So this is the new addition to the space. Okay, guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys are inspired to make your space look luxe for the fall season. You don't have to go cheap looking. You don't have to add all the trinkets. We need to get out of the mindset that fall is all about pumpkins, because, child, in this home, it's not. And I make sure that my space look designed all year round, and you can too. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know that you enjoyed the video. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to tell a friend to tell another friend about this channel, and that we are giving a free tea over here on Design Cafe by Jag. I will see you guys on the next upload. Until then, don't allow your budget to dictate what your design is gonna look like. Always remember, never let your budget dictate your style, but create a space that you love. Design for life.